Hi everyone, Christine Dahl here from Fashion Ninja Warrior. Welcome to our weekly Facebook and Instagram Live. This is our episode number 82, questions that you have about working with us. So we've been getting a ton of emails, a ton of 20-minute discovery call sessions, and while I love talking to all of you, and it's great, we've noticed that a lot of you have the same questions. So I wanted to hop on here real fast and answer as many of those questions as possible. So if you've been thinking about working with us, definitely tune in and make sure you reply with all of your questions in the comments so that I can answer them for you. So also don't forget to share this video. If you're on Instagram, tag someone. It will be in our stories for 24 hours. After that, it will be up inside our Facebook Fearless Fashionpreneur group. You can join via the link in the bio, and you can watch all 82 episodes there. That is over 40 hours worth of free information that I'm giving you guys all for free inside our Fearless Fashionpreneur Facebook group. Don't forget to give me your hearts, give me your thumbs up. Hey, Jax Odyssey, how are you? Daniela. Hi, Claudia. Thanks so much for joining. Don't forget to give me your hearts, give me your thumbs up, your smiley faces, your emojis. I love it. It's like oxygen to me, guys. I need it. Hi, Manuela. Hi, Anna Maria. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, W. Harris. Thanks so much for joining. Also, by the way, do you guys like my earrings? We are selling them. Oh, yes. This is the neutral colorway. Last week, I don't know if you noticed, I wore the blue colorway. I've worn the multi colorway several times. There's also a pure white colorway. Just check my Instagram stories. You'll see all of the beautiful options. DM me if you're interested, and we'll get them to you. They make great holiday gifts. Holidays are coming. Okay, so we've got a lot to talk about, so let's get started. So, as I said before, a lot of people have been emailing us. A lot of people have been booking 20-minute calls, which is great. We love talking to all of you. However, time is of the essence. We don't have more than 24 hours in a day, and so I wanted to hop on here and see if I can answer some of the most commonly asked questions and kind of clear some things up about our services, since our services are always expanding, always changing. Hi, Miami Fabric Store. Thanks so much for joining. Hi, Seth Ray. How are you, girls? So today we're going to discuss our client success stories and those that don't succeed and why. We're going to talk a little bit about why we don't sell our manufacturer list, why you can trust us, how you can get started working with us for $0. Yes, I am not joking, $0. Our brand new services and how you can actually make money with us. Some frequently asked questions about our services and how our partnerships can provide you with the very best quality. Hey, Kayan, how are you? Hi, Diane. Thanks for joining. So first, for those of you who don't know anything about Fashion Ninja Warrior, maybe it's your first exposure to us, we are a global fashion consulting agency. We work with both startup and established designers, helping them every step of the way to start and grow profitable businesses. We do this through one-on-one coaching, online courses, group coaching, project management, digital management, and fashion manufacturing tours. Right now in New York City, LA, and Miami, expanding to a city near you soon. And we basically help our clients in every area, from social media and branding to design, development, tech packs, sourcing your fabrics and manufacturers, crowdfunding campaigns, costing, production, sales, marketing, SEO, driving traffic to your online store, influencer marketing, pretty much you name it, we can do it. Hi, Nusha, how are you? So we consider ourselves a one-stop shop for fashion brands and really product brands. You don't have to be in fashion per se, but if you are developing a product that you now need to sell, we can help you in one way, shape, or form. And so really, there's two main ways and differentiators between how we work with our clients. The first is kind of the do-it-yourself way, which would include our one-on-one coaching, our online courses, and our group coaching program, the Fashion Startup Intensive. And basically, this is us teaching you and coaching you what you need to do, but then at the end of the day, you're responsible to go out and do the things we're actually coaching you to do, right? So we're not doing the things for you, but we are telling you the strategy and the steps to take so that you can go out and do them yourself, okay? The second way is the reverse. We are literally doing everything for you, and this includes digital management and project management, where basically we are handling the entire process for you. Whether we're handling the entire process of your project, meaning we're managing the sample development, the fabric sourcing, the tech packs, the patterns, the fittings, the samples, even all the way through to your production, quality control, etc. Or on the flip side of that, we're handling all of the marketing, digital management, and social management. So that would include Instagram growth, management, content creation. It includes SEO. It includes email marketing, blog writing. Yes, we can actually write your blogs for you, which is super, super awesome. It includes influencer marketing, Facebook ads, Google ads, pretty much anything that you would need from a marketing agency, we can now provide. So I like to tell people that we're more than just a fashion consulting agency. We're actually now a digital marketing agency as well. And what I love even most is that our prices are super affordable. So if you go to a digital marketing agency and ask them minimum budget what you need to get started, they will most likely tell you $5,000 a month and up in order to get started with them. And while yes, it's helpful to spend a lot of money on marketing, not all startups have that kind of a budget. And I remember when I first got started, I certainly didn't have that kind of a budget. And so I wanted to be able to offer services that were quality marketing services, but yet at an affordable price so that startups could actually afford it and you can actually get yourself off to a right foot. So there is actually an audio recording. I'm going to link to it on our Facebook group that you can listen to, which explains all of these services in full detail. And definitely if you are going to sign up for a free 20-minute discovery call, make sure you listen to that prior to having your call with me so that you understand our services a little bit better. Also, almost everything we offer is offered a la carte. So we don't force you into any kind of crazy contracts or any kind of retainer. We try to be as flexible and nimble as you need to be because, again, we understand that you are a small startup, okay? So we are geared towards small startups and we understand that you don't have huge budgets and you often can't afford to do everything. There are some contracts for things like Instagram growth, project management, especially if we're doing your entire project management of your entire collection. You know, if you come to us with a 20-piece collection, we're handling the entire fabric sourcing, tech packs, pattern development, sample development, fittings, all the way through to production. That's definitely going to require a retainer contract. But again, we try to keep it to, 4 to 6 month retainer. We do it separately for sample development and then separately for production because usually it's an entire year, 10 months to a year if you're doing sample development and production with us. So again, we don't lock you into any kind of crazy things. Most of our services are month to month. I have no problem doing that because I just believe in providing you with really good service and quality service and information. And obviously, if you get quality information, you're going to obviously come back to us for more. So I don't need to tie your hands. I don't need to lock you into any kind of crazy contract. And that to me is one of the reasons that you can trust us. I get really scared when I approach a company and they're like, yeah, it's a minimum 6 month retainer contract, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, but what happens if I don't like it after the first month, right? So I stand behind my work, I stand behind my word, I stand behind my services, and so I have no problem giving it to you for a month because I know you're going to come back for more after that. So no problem there. Okay, so as we go along, definitely let me know if you do have any questions. Otherwise, I'm going to just go into all the things I wanted to talk about. So let's talk about some of our client successes. People always ask me, have you been able to help clients? How, etc. So first of all, I will say, how do you define success, right? So everyone has their own perception on what success is. And I think we talked about this actually in a previous Facebook Live, which is why you should go back and watch all of them. But we've had some clients have some great success. So we've helped one client grow to $1 million in sales in their first year, which is crazy. We have another client that we helped increase their website traffic by more than 200%. We have a client that we actually just recently got into our exclusive PR showroom, which they got styles pulled for Vogue, Italia, and L'Officiel, and they actually just finished showing at New York Fashion Week in September and Paris Fashion Week this past month, which is sick. That is just so, so crazy, okay? People, not just anyone can participate in New York Fashion Week and Paris Fashion Week. So that was super, super awesome. We have a client that took our crowdfunding campaign online course and was able to raise $20,000. We have another client, we helped her with her Instagram engagement. In just one session, she was able to go from an average of 10 comments per post to 70 comments per post. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy engagement, first of all. And that's crazy that she was able to do that in just literally one one-on-one coaching session with us. And we have another client that we grew her following from 2,000 all the way up to 22,000 followers in less than a year. So we've had a ton of success. But does everyone succeed? Absolutely not. Did everyone get an A in your high school class? Probably not. Actually, I can guarantee not, right? If you had 25 kids in your class, probably a very small percentage of them got an A. Everyone else got a B, C, D, possibly even an F. Why? Everyone had the same teacher. Everyone was at the same school. Everyone had access to the same books, the same information, the same everything. So why is it that some kids in your high school class got an A and not everyone did and some got an F? The difference is what you do with the information. The difference is really you at the end of the day. Whether you apply it. Are you applying the information that you're learning? I can coach you all day long on what you need to do, but if you don't go out and do it, you're not going to succeed. And of course, there is a little bit of talent and brains required in this equation as well. If you're not the smartest or the sharpest crayon in the box, right, it's going to be a little bit harder for you to succeed. That's just a fact. So most, in my opinion, don't succeed, and there's a lot of reasons why. The first reason I would say, a lot of people run out of money. That is one of the biggest things that I see most startup designers fall into. And a lot of it is because you're not properly planning your budget, which is why the very first thing that we do with all of our one-on-one clients is we sit down and talk about budget. Because I know if you spend all your money, you will not be able to continue developing your line and making this a success. So I have no problem sitting down with you discussing your budget. I have no problem telling you where you should allocate all of your funds, even if it means spending less on coaching or services of mine. I have no problem telling you to spend less money on me, because if I'm really doing my job correctly, I'm not going to tell you to spend all your money on me, because then you're not going to have any money to do your line, and then you're not going to succeed, I'm not going to succeed, and it's going to be a total bust, right? So my job is to get you to succeed. If you don't succeed, you actually make me look bad, which is why we're really selective with who we work with one-on-one, which I'm going to get to in a minute. But I have no problem telling you to spend less on coaching. Trust me, in a year from now, I will still be here. In 2 years from now, I will still be here. I don't need your money to succeed in my business. I need you to succeed. That's what I really need at the end of the day. And that's how passionate I am about working with clients and helping you. And if that doesn't say enough, I don't know what else to say. But let's talk about the other reasons people don't succeed. A lot of people just give up. You know, I always say quitting is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. If you give up, you definitely will not succeed. That's fact, right? And I get it. We all have life experiences, personal issues, things that come up in our life that we didn't expect, and that's fine. But take the stance that you're putting your business on hold, not that you're quitting and giving up entirely, okay? A lot of you also don't succeed because you really don't have a good idea. I mean, I get pitched ideas all day long, guys, all day long. And while I love you all and I really want to help you, some of you just don't really have good ideas. I mean, there are a million fashion brands out there. You really need to think about what's going to make you different, what's going to make the purpose of you having your line, and why is someone going to buy from you over all of your competitors. And trust me, there are a lot of your competitors out there. So you need to have a good idea. And then, of course, you need to take action, which we kind of already alluded to earlier. And lastly, but not least, most startups don't succeed, or I should say most people don't succeed in the fashion industry because they make way too many mistakes and they wait too long to work with a consultant. I constantly meet people that say, I wish I met you a year ago. I wish I met you 3 years ago. Where were you a year ago when I really needed you? Now I've made all these mistakes. I've spent all this money. I've spent all this time. I'm super frustrated. I am burnt out and I have nothing to show for it. And then on the flip side, I work with a lot of people that are just starting out and they think, oh, I don't need a consultant. Let me just try it out on my own and see how far I get. Trust me, you're not going to get very far. If fashion were easy, everyone would be doing it and everyone would be succeeding at it. Okay. So, I think I saw some questions come in on Instagram. So let me scroll back here. Okay. Okay, Cesray has a question about our Instagram startup package. Does it include template formation, color concept, etc.? So I think you're talking about our Instagram starter kit. And yes, that is our content creation package. So basically, we're creating all the content for your Instagram page. Whether you are just starting out on Instagram or you've already been doing Instagram for a while, we can create all the content for you. So we'll create 24 posts, 24 captions, and 2 sets of hashtags. We give you everything, and then it's your job to simply post it. Okay, so we make it as simple as possible for you. And guys, this is only $250 a month. Keep in mind our prices are always increasing, but at the time of this recording, it is only $250 a month. It is super, super affordable. And so yes, it includes us putting together a layout for you. So we will put together a layout of how we think these pictures should be laid out on your Instagram. We will also put together color concepts or color stories or mood boards, whatever you want to kind of call it. If you have brand colors, we can use them, and or we can give you our thoughts and recommendation on what your colors should be. We will have you fill out a questionnaire. Once we get that questionnaire filled out, which tells us a little bit about your brand, we'll have a 20-minute onboarding call with you to discuss the questionnaire and discuss the direction we want to go in. Then we'll create the first 9 posts for you to get your approval. Once you approve, we'll continue with the rest of the 24. So it's super, super easy, not complicated, and really great if you are struggling with what should I be posting on Instagram every single day. Like, take that off your plate, focus on the things you need to focus on as a business owner, and let us do that for you, okay? Awesome, I hope that answered your question. Oh, okay, she has another question. What services can the PM project management team provide since we're having problems with our first sample? So our project managers currently are based in New York City, LA, Miami, and Chicago, and they can kind of be on the ground doing things for your line that need to be done. So this would include everything that's involved in product development, including fabric sourcing, tech packs, CAD design, trim sourcing, sourcing a pattern maker, sourcing a manufacturer, doing your first patterns or your first samples, conducting fittings, overseeing the revision of all those samples, doing second samples, et cetera, until your samples are perfected, then overseeing the digitizing of the patterns, grading and marking services, all the way through to production, quality control, QCing your production to make sure that nothing goes wrong during the production process, etc. So pretty much we can do any part of the process that's needed to be able to help you actually make the line, okay? So you name it, we can probably do it. And the reason we have project managers in these different cities is because that's where most of our clients are producing. However, we're able to travel wherever you need us to. Obviously, we would expect you to cover our travel costs, but we've gone to China for certain companies. I've gone to Dallas for certain companies. So it doesn't really matter where you're located or where you're producing. We can definitely help you one way or another. Great question. Okay, I think that was all the questions. Okay, so now let's talk about another common question we get asked. Do you sell your manufacturer list? And the answer to this question is no, because we're not in the list selling business. I'm in the making profitable brands business, not in the list selling business. If I was in the list selling business, I would just sell lists. But that's not what I care about, because trust me, you need more than just a list, okay? Yes, this list includes all of our preferred manufacturers and vendors that we have built up over the last 15 years of my career, people that you can trust, people that we've vetted, people that are willing to work with startups, people that have low minimums or no minimums. But trust me, you need more than just their name and phone number. You need to know how to work with them. And even if I teach you how to work with them, some of you still don't know how to work with them, which is why we now offer project management, because I realized along the way that some of you can't do it by yourself because you still don't know what to do. And so it's just better and more successful. You have more of a chance of actually making it if I take on your full project and do everything for you, basically. So you need more than just a list. Also, a lot of the manufacturers that we work with only work with you if you're a client of ours. So no sense in having a list if they're not going to work with you anyway. I also want to be sure that when you reach out to these manufacturers that you're actually serious about starting a line and that you're educated properly and that you're ready for production, because everyone is short on time and no one wants to waste their time. And I certainly don't want to waste my manufacturer's time having a lot of people email them questions that are super basic or questions that don't make any sense because you don't know what you're doing and you don't know what you're talking about. And so that just looks bad on me. Like, now you're going to drop my name when you go to talk to a manufacturer and they're going to be like, who is this person and how come they don't know what they're doing, right? So, which brings me to the next point. My reputation is on the line. I've worked really hard to build up this list. And so I don't want anyone that's rude or anyone that's going to be inconsiderate or anyone that's just going to be naive and start to ruin those relationships that I've worked really hard to build for the last 15 years of my career. And so I can't afford to just give that list to anyone. And lastly, a lot of our clients specifically work with us because of our relationships. And so it would be unfair of me to simply sell the list to just anyone, right? So, and honestly, if I did sell the list, trust me, you wouldn't be able to afford it because it would cost you so much because this list is priceless, right? How do you put a price tag on 15 years worth of relationships that have been built? How do you put a price tag on that, right? So now I'm sure you're probably wondering, well, Christine, how do I actually get the list? So there's many different ways you can actually get this manufacturer preferred vendor list, which, by the way, has over 95 preferred vendors and suppliers, mostly here in the United States, also outside of the US as well. And there's a couple different things you can do to get it. So number one, you can become a one-on-one private client of ours. Number two, you can become a Fashion Startup Intensive student. That's our FSI group coaching program. And number three, you can attend one of our manufacturing tours that are coming up in New York City, LA, and Miami. And we actually have a New York City one coming up November 15th and an LA one, which Early Bird's already sold out for, coming up December 6th. So that's how you can get the list. So hopefully that clarifies a couple things. Couple other common questions that we get asked. And again, if you guys have questions, please type them in. Hey, Andrea, how are you? Nice to see you on. So Sharina, thanks so much for your question. I won't be able to answer that question because it's not related to our services. And we don't set up Facebook pages for you or Instagram pages for you. It's pretty easy to set them up yourself. I would just Google it to see how you can set it up. That's all you need to do, okay? Okay, awesome. Another common question that we get asked, do you take equity in brands and or sit on boards? The answer is no. That's not how we work. I get paid for my time. Time is money. So if you want to work with me, great. I get paid upfront, in full. We do have some payment plan options available, and I'll talk a little bit about other things. But no, we don't take equity in your business. I don't sit on boards. Nobody has time for that, okay? Another question, can you give me manufacturing quotes? I get this question all the time. You're manufacturing a product and you want to know how much it's going to cost you. So because we don't actually do manufacturing ourselves, and I'll get into this in a minute about why we don't do that, we can give you quotes, but we keep in mind we can't give you a quote until we A, have a really detailed tech pack or a perfect sample, or at least a somewhat perfect sample of what it is you're looking to make at the end of the day. And then two, you will need to hire us as part of our project management service to now go out and source manufacturers and get quotes for you. Okay, this is part of our project manager cost, project manager service, and there's a cost for their time to go out and do this. So there are so many different factories that can make so many different things, and so it costs us time to approach them, and so that's why we have to charge for our time. Another question that I get asked all the time, what is the cost? What is the cost to work with you? So first of all, there is no cost. There is no cost to work with us. It is an investment. It is not a cost. There is a difference between investing for something and paying for something. When you pay for something, when I buy a carton of milk and then I consume the milk, that is it. My money is gone out the door. I am never getting that money back. When you make an investment for something, you should expect a return. You should expect a ROI, a return on your investment. And so working with a coach, honestly, believe it or not, there is a 86% return on investment, and studies have been done and proven that this is the case because consultants are experts. And by working with an expert, you're going to save a ton of time and a ton of money, and you're going to get your results done faster than if you had tried to do them on your own. And this is exactly why people hire us. So like my husband always says, good things aren't cheap and cheap things aren't good. So is it cheap to work with us? No. Are we affordable? Yes. We have services for every budget, no matter what budget you're at. And I'm going to talk about in a minute how you can actually work with us for $0. But keep in mind that it is an investment. And if you don't understand this concept, definitely go back and watch our Facebook Live episode number 36, where we talk about the real reason that you're not investing in yourself and your business. Okay, one question came in, do you help with Facebook ads? Yes, we are partnered with a digital marketing agency that can do all of your Facebook ads. It is affordable, but it's not cheap. So keep in mind, you have to have a decent ad budget, and then there is money that you're going to pay to this marketing agency to manage the ads for you as well. So you definitely have to have a decent budget to get started with that. Okay. What else did I want to talk about? There's so much I want to talk about. People ask us all the time, why does one-on-one coaching cost so much? So to give you guys an idea, and again, our pricing is always changing and it's always going up. Our one-on-one coaching ranges anywhere from, at the time of this recording, $225 an hour to $350 an hour. Now, some of you might think that's a lot. Some of you might think that's not a lot. I don't think it's a lot at all, because you're paying for 15 years worth of experience and tested and true expertise. But people always want to know, or some people want to know, why does it cost so much? You have to remember that for every 1 hour, for every one session that you're paying for, it costs us about 3 hours of our time. And let me explain how that works. So one of the things that we offer all of our private one-on-one clients is unlimited email access to us. So I can get on an average anywhere of 10 emails, possibly even 20 emails throughout the course of working with a client in between our client sessions. That might take me 2 hours worth of my time to answer all of those emails. Then I also spend about a half hour prior to the meeting preparing for the meeting, meaning I will look at any questions that you've previously sent me and or strategize what we should be talking about on the call so that we can maximize that 1 hour of your time and that you're not spending or wasting any of your time on the phone with me. And then I will also spend a half hour after your call sending you a recap email, giving you a link to our video call so that you can actually go back and watch it all over again if you'd like. So really, every 1 hour session that you're paying for is actually around 3 hours of my time. So a 10-pack is really 10 hours of your time, 30 hours of my time. And so now you can kind of get an idea for why it costs so much. So at the end of the day, it comes out to literally less than $100 per hour on my end. And so this is why we need to charge so much. I could waste your time on those one-on-one calls and not do preparations and not answer your emails in between and make you sign up for more sessions. But I'd rather just charge more and cover all of that in my time. That way I'm not wasting your time. What else did I want to talk about? Why do we require one-on-one clients to take the Fashion Startup Intensive? So a lot of people have been asking us about this. It is a requirement at this point in time that you do take our Fashion Startup Intensive in order to work with us one-on-one. And there's a lot of reasons for this. One, because you needs it. And that's a little running joke that I have between me and my husband. Trust me, you need the Fashion Startup Intensive. I have a lot of people come to me, oh, I don't need that. I already know this stuff. And then I start working with them and I realize they don't know this stuff and they do need to take these online courses. Plus, it's a lot more affordable to take the online courses than it is to work with us one-on-one. I just told you the pricing for one-on-one coaching. Literally, the Fashion Startup Intensive is less than 2 one-on-one coaching sessions. So it's in your best interest and your pocket to actually take the Fashion Startup Intensive first, get all the basics covered, and then work with us one-on-one for more intense strategy and really, really specific things that have to deal with your brand. And actually, we're in the process of updating our entire Fashion Startup Intensive in 2020. It's going to be brand new, all re-recorded. We are throwing in tons more information. We're giving you new course topics. You also, as a Fashion Startup Intensive student, get a lot of perks. You get discounts to our paid webinars. You get them for free half the time. So it's really, really awesome. You get discounts on one-on-one coaching. Like, it's awesome being a Fashion Startup Intensive student. So just sign up for the FSI, and then you can work with us one-on-one, no problem. And keep in mind, the price is going up in 2020. So you might as well book it now because you're going to get all the updates anyway, and you're going to save a ton of money if you book it before the end of the year. Okay, I'm running out of time. Does anyone have any really specific questions? Oh, okay, let's talk about how to get started working with us for $0. So everyone always tells me, I can't afford working with a coach. Yes, you actually can, because there's something called PayPal Credit. So for those of you who don't know, PayPal Credit allows you 6 months, 0% interest to pay for something. All you need to do is get approved. It takes a matter of minutes. I will put the link in the Facebook group in the bio so that you can actually click the link to find out more information. But we now offer this. So anything that you want to purchase can be purchased through PayPal Credit. And literally, if you can't make your money back in 6 months, there is a problem, right? So you can get started with us 0% down, $0 down, and then you have 6 months to pay it off. We also have Quad Pay, which is another payment option that we now offer, which means any of our payments can be split into 4 payments over the course of 6 weeks, which makes things super, super affordable. So even like the Fashion Startup Intensive, it's like $150 every 2 weeks, which is like nothing. So it's super affordable. It helps you to get started for free or for little money down. We also just have tons of free information. I mean, people come to me all the time and say, oh, I can't afford to work with you. But then they don't even watch our free information. I mean, I'm giving you guys so much free information inside this Facebook Lives that we're doing and Instagram Lives. We also have free downloadable checklists. We have an amazing blog on our website, which I know not all of you are reading. And so we give out tons of free information. So you, at the very least, should consume all of our free information if you are serious about making this happen. And then you can actually also refer people to us and make money working for us, and or make enough money to cover the cost of working with us. So we offer, for those of you who don't know, referral commission programs. So anyone, you don't have to be working with us already, but anyone can refer someone to us. And you will get 10% for all one-on-one coaching services, project management, and any in-house digital management services. You'll also get a $20 one-time fee or one-time payout, I should say, for all of our Instagram growth clients, which I'm going to explain what that is in a minute. And you also get $75 for every Fashion Startup Intensive client. So it's super easy to get money and get paid so that you can actually work with us, or even just to make money on the side, guys. All you have to do is refer people to us. We literally just wrote someone a commission check for $600 because they referred one client to us. I mean, guys, there's no excuse why you can't work with us. And so talking about our Instagram growth service, this is a brand new service that we just launched. We've been doing extremely well with it. We launched it first to our private clients, of course, and then we launched it to all of our Fashion Startup Intensive students, also a perk for being an FSI student. You get first dibs on new services and deals. And so now we're opening up to everyone. And basically, we've developed our own proprietary algorithm to organically grow your following on Instagram. This is not fake followers. I don't believe in that. It never leads to sales. This is actually leading to sales. I get emails daily from people telling us, oh my gosh, Christine, what are you doing to my Instagram? I can't believe people are actually commenting. People are actually DMing me. They're interested in my product. They're actually buying my product. It is crazy. And so we can guarantee anywhere from 200 to 1,000, 1,800, almost 2,000 followers per month. And if we don't get you at least 200 followers your first month, we will actually give you your second month for free. The service is only $150 per month. It is super, super affordable. You will not find anything like this out there that actually works and is this affordable. And it's only a 3-month minimum. And like I said, you have a guarantee of at least 200 followers your first month, or your second month is free. So then you're paying for only 2 months. That's only $300, guys. And we're getting people like 1,800 followers per month. It is crazy. So if you're interested, email us because we are starting the next onboarding for November 1st now. So we need your signed contract and your payment this week in order to get you started for November 1st. Another question came in, Cesray, can we start with 1 session and then determine how many sessions we may need? Yes, you can start with 1 session. And typically often, if you're not sure how many sessions you're going to need, we'll do the 1 session, then we'll figure out what package you want to purchase, and then I'll just discount or credit you, I should say, the cost for that 1 session so that you're still getting the discounted rate for purchasing a package of sessions. Does that make sense? Hopefully that helps. Okay, Dan and Gina have a question. We're finishing up the FSI classes. Now we need to get your one-on-one help for the next step in our startup. How do we do this? Yeah, just email us. Let us know what package you're interested in. We have a 5-pack, 10-pack, 20-pack, and we'll send you an invoice and we'll get started. Keep in mind, guys, we are super selective with who we work with for one-on-one coaching. My time is limited. I think right now we maybe have 1 or 2 one-on-one coaching spots left for the year. So definitely if you are interested, let us know sooner rather than later. And keep in mind, we are very selective. So I recommend, or I should say I require, that you A, have a good idea, because if you don't have a good idea, you're not going to succeed whether I help you or not. B, that you are 100% committed and coachable, because I've seen a lot of clients start one-on-one coaching, tell me, oh, they're going to do all the homework, and then slowly after session 4 and 5, they've now stopped doing any of the homework or anything that I've asked them to do. And number 3, that you have a sense of urgency and a whatever it takes mentality, because I've seen that the people who are the most urgent, who are the most passionate, who need to get this done now and are willing to do whatever it takes will actually be the ones to succeed. And I'll also add that I'm not afraid to fire you as a client. I have fired clients in the past. If I see that you're not following the things that I've asked you to do and doing all the requirements that I've asked you to do and doing your homework, I have no problem firing you, because I only want to work with those that are serious, that are committed, because I know that's how you're going to succeed. All right, guys. So any last minute questions before I get off? Rakina, yes, purchase this. They are so pretty, aren't they? DM me. Jeff wants to know, just purchased the FSI. How is it delivered? Can you go through the process? Yeah, so it's delivered to you via email. First, we deliver the first 3 classes to you. After 30 days, we will deliver the remaining classes unless you choose to waive your 30-day money-back guarantee, and then we'll send you all of the classes at once. Eventually, we are going to set up a membership platform where you will have a username and password to sign in. Until that's ready, this is how we're doing it, and we're simply emailing it to you. All right. Do you still recommend that the FSI course if I have a fashion background? Yes. So the FSI course is geared towards anyone, regardless of whether you have a fashion background. I have a fashion background and I went to fashion school and I worked in the industry, and the things that I teach in this class are not taught in fashion school, and they are not taught by working for a large corporation in the industry. This class is geared towards small startups and how to start a business and the business of fashion, not just designing pretty product or creating something beautiful, that sort of thing. So I've geared it around all the things that they don't teach you in school and around all the things that are not learned in working in corporate America, essentially. So yes, that's why I do recommend it to everyone, no matter where you are. Most people have taken 1 or 2 courses in the past, and then they've realized, holy crap, I really don't know anything. I need to take everything. And so that's a possibility as well. If you do happen to take a course or 2 and then want to take the whole thing, no problem. Just email us. We'll discount what you've already paid on those courses. That way you can take the entire fashion startup intensive. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining. just to recap, we didn't go over everything I wanted to talk about, but we are out of time. But go back and watch our Facebook Lives. We have episode number 16, which is how to work with a fashion coach and everything that you should look for in working with a fashion coach. Regardless of whether you work with me or someone else, please work with someone because trust me, you needs it. Facebook Live episode number 36 on the real reason you're not investing. If you're interested in scheduling a 20-minute discovery call, click the link in the bio on Instagram, or there's a link on the Facebook. There's also a link to the audio recording on Facebook for a brief overview of all of our services. So if you're not sure about the things I was talking about, definitely listen to that. Next week, we will not be here because we will be doing our brand new masterclass called E-commerce Holiday Sales Strategy. If you want to crush online sales this Black Friday, this is the masterclass for you. We are going to teach you the proper length of time to run a sale, when to start promoting it, your email and social media marketing action plans, how to increase your AOV, which is your average order value, how to create all your coupon codes, how to create tracking links, how to calculate the proper discount to actually maximize your profit, and so much more. By the end of this class, you're going to walk away with a step-by-step checklist of how to make at least $3,500 for Black Friday or more. So definitely sign up for this class. If you are an FSI student, it is free for you. Whoop-de-doo, that is another perk for being part of the FSI. If you're not part of the FSI, it's only $39, guys. So it's super affordable. Definitely sign up. The price will go up to $129, which is our average online course price after the class is over. So you have 1 week left to sign up. Just go to holidaystrategy.eventbrite.com. There is a link in the bio on Instagram and Facebook. All right, guys, and then in 2 weeks, we'll be back and we'll be talking about tricks for starting a business while working full-time. All right, guys, thank you so very much for tuning in. I look forward to speaking with all of you. Look forward to talking to you too tomorrow. Awesome. Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.